can't love or just you. I want you more. Yeah, you need some more. You do, you do, you do. But I can't love or just you. I want you as much as I want to. You need some more. Gotta go with the flow. Something that I don't know, but I know I can't love or just you. I want you more.
For some of the young, maybe younger students of mine, can you talk a little bit about just the hustle in general? Like what was it like? What is it like? Or, was it like for you? And, what did you love about it? And maybe what did you not like about it?
Sure. So I will say everybody like should take time for themselves and not work 30 days in a row. But some
Right.
people, some people need to, and then people I work with today that don't need to, they still do. This
Hmm.
agent that I work for a lot, the one that I met years ago in Patchogue, he has like, you know, kids and a wife now, but he's still working like as much as possible, including he books gigs for everyone else. But anyway, make sure to take time for yourself. But I do
Yeah.
remember having great experiences, especially when I played in like little bands and duos and trios before dueling pianos or around the time I started, where I just like gained all these, all this musical knowledge. The only way you can really get good at playing music is playing with a lot of different musicians, listening to a lot of music. Lessons only go so far unless you have like
Yep.
the coolest teacher. But I have a friend also who's a vocalist, and he's only recently started singing in front of people because he's so self-conscious. And
Oh,
I tell him all the time, like, you have an amazing voice, you already have the skill set. You have to go out and the basic skill set, but you have to go out, play with other people to gain confidence, just to learn little licks and other styles and whatever. So I do miss those days because nowadays it's usually someone who plays piano that I'm working with. They don't necessarily know all the, they're not very worldly necessarily. Sometimes they just learn basic piano so that they can sing the songs. Maybe they're a great vocalist, but it's rare that I get to play with someone who really excites me these days in the dueling piano world. And when I
yeah.
step outside of that, it's a whole other thing. But the hustle, yeah, so that's what it was for me. It was playing, okay, now I'm playing a duo and I'm playing guitar. And that guy, wants to play like Grateful Dead music, which by the way is a great band. Everybody should check out. Their
Yep.
influences are like country, funk, rock. If they do every jazz, they do
Jazz. Yeah.
everything. If you can embrace the, almost Bob Dylan-esque qualities of some of the vocals and stuff like that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the whole point for me and like the Dead is to like always be spontaneous, doing things a little bit differently. And that's what I liked about the hustle because yeah, like I would do sometimes two or three gigs in one day, one with a band, one with a duo, like laid back acoustic, and I'm learning songs that I didn't really know. Um, I just yeah, I do miss all those times, but at the same time, it's a lot of effort for less money, but you
Right.
have to go through that. You like have to go through that to, become a stronger musician.
Yeah. Yeah. I thank you for saying all that. I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
have said it better. And it's good to come from, someone else, and someone like yourself who's like really played a bunch. And like you said, you've kind of played all over the world at this point.
And it can pay off like big time too. For
Yeah.
me, I was obsessed, like I said, obsessed with Billy Joel, and I did all these gigs, and it led to playing at this one place in Port Jefferson, and the owner there started hiring Billy Joel's guitar player and his new backup singer, Mike Del Judas from Big Shot,
Wow.
and
Yes.
I stopped by once. It wasn't my night to play, and the owner introduced me to them. And next thing you know, I did like an hour set with them on stage. And then literally a couple of days later, they hired me to play like a big college campus event, and then we played in a thing called Infinity Hall in Connecticut. I think there's a few locations, and I got to play
Okay.
with Billy Joel's drummer, his guitar player, and they all have stories about how they got there also. And they played with,
Hmm.
locally and then with smaller artists and bigger artists, and then until they made like the big time. And for me, that was like the most exciting thing, probably the
That's
highlight of my
incredible.
life, even though
Oh,
it's been years. And so I also, I think everyone should make big goals for themselves is another like piece of advice I have. because
Yeah.
my goal was to work on a cruise ship. And then I did it for like 7 years. And then it's like, all right, what's next? And that's where I'm
Right.
at right now, which is a little bit, always aim for like always have new goals, aim higher. I'm working on that myself right now.
Can't send the well wishes cause you ain't get your ticket.